to Earth Sprite, what should I trade to maybe this? I hungry. Feed me feed me, and my gifts will be able. Choose wisely. What is given cannot be returned. Divide them. Yummy, sir. I'm sure you. Why it takes so long for you to level up? What? Gotta get the same weapon I already have. I am for return another time. Well, everybody, that's a Earth Sprite to my eyes. This is what they look like. I found them on game. Let's see what happens if I throw them in the... Is it taking damage? It looks weird. Well, yeah, everybody, that's our Earth Sprite. You have to go through the bird over... Hold up. Over... Let me see. There should be a gas station about, like right here, and you have to go like all the way here to there to there to there, then go here. And this is where the Earth Sprite is. Like, you can find it exactly where I found it. It's right there. I also saw a video that it's rare for it to be over there. They said it would absolutely be in there every game. I don't trust that because I just saw one over there, and there's definitely not gonna be any over here, because if we can see, there's nothing here. Wait. Oh. Nothing here, nothing there. And also, I heard that some will be in tricky spots, like trees. They'll blend in with the trees. And some, it's very rare, but you can find them next to each other. I can walk where I wanna. Well, let's keep trying to get the win. And everybody, if you guys do not know, I heard that next month, okay, I don't know what month it's going to be. I don't know what it's called. But there will be a new season of the new chapter 1, and it will be that Battle Pass with the Black Knight at the end. So I think we're gonna get like a remix of the Black Knight and the Black She-Knight. I think it's her name. No, like, there's like shoes in them. I don't know, but yeah. Hold up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday.
normal NPC who walked around in one spot. Perhaps the worst part, though, there was no legitimate cabin. Instead, you just had to turn your dick to a TV screen, and you couldn't even pick which one you wanted to open. To top it all off, every Christmas emote was added in the next update, and Halloween saying on point. I think it's also trolling players by secretly showing us the old movement in the game right now. Turns out that you put the animal launcher and run around and put the OG animation back. Doesn't change your speed, but it's a sad reminder of how iconic it used to be. Sometimes there's things for that won't change, even if it's about you. Grubchi's icon skin recently got a brand new LEGO style, along with a bunch of other creators, and they tried to ask if they could update his face model to look somewhat like him. Pretty reasonable question, but Epic said no and refused to do it. It seems kind of fair since no one else gets to change their skin, but I guess you really gotta make sure it's the design you want. One thing that some players are still salty about is Epic's feud with Apple. The whole lawsuit caused Fortnite to be removed from iOS for over 3 years, and now they've officially lost the case and are being asked to pay them $73 million. Okay, so maybe it's looking likely they're going to bring Travis Scott back to the store. One you won't be seeing show up is Harmony Lee. She was sitting in the files for months after being made by a concept artist in the community, but after a controversy sparked, Epic quietly canceled the release. She's been waiting behind the scenes ever since, until the final traces were deleted in the most recent update, removing the skin for good. Although Fortnite should sometimes be careful with their own designs too. The Flowberry Fizz left a lot of people raising their eyebrows over the animation, and that's not even the worst part. Previously, Epic came under some heat for having alcohol and cigarettes in-game, but this is literally wine. Berries, the vineyard, a champagne bottle, I mean, come on, guys. The season has also marked the end of supercars in Fortnite. Sure, we got a brand new Lamborghini with Ferraris and McLarens on the way, but these are just skins. In the past, we had a real Ferrari vehicle that was faster than any other car in the game and could basically fly across the map. Whoa! It's working! It's working! Looks at it, we're flying! Unfortunately, with Epic moving over to selling these in the shop, they have no gameplay advantage and are just models for existing cars now. And that's if you can even find them in the item shop. Lately, Epic has made several mistakes, breaking whole sections, removing items, and having Stormtrooper appear twice on the same day. The community hasn't been too happy with identical items over and over again, but now Fortnite is finally listening. They've started releasing new items, and the last few shops have actually been pretty varied, so good job, Epic. Although they have gone a little too overboard. Lately, we've been getting a new icon emote every single night, but there's one issue. Since they're all TikTok dances, most of the music is sped up or a high-pitch remix. So, if you've waited years to hear Domino or Dancing in the Moonlight, you're stuck with some meme version instead. Everyone is begging Epic to use the original song, so let's just hope they hear us. Another thing they're still working on is creative. Ever since UEFN launched, Discovery has been a mess of fake collabs, debug scams, and maps filled with popular memes. Definitely not the future we all imagined. God, Zone Wars made $12,000. It's getting out of hand. The community has been more vocal than ever on the maps that blatantly break TOS. Thankfully, Epic acknowledged this with a statement and are continuing to improve the moderation system as time goes on. Speaking of time, after waiting 45 days for new content, Epic dropped a patch that gave us reskinned weapons. I will say the release of Snake was pretty cool, but the items are basically the cloaking gauntlets with an EMP effect and a cardboard box. I just wish we could get some original collab items. The Fortnite OG came to an end, we all worried Chapter 5 would be hated. And while it's got a lot of things right, there are some things players are furious with, and the most annoying being the price of cars. I'm sure they look amazing, but then you scroll down and see 4,000 V-Bucks for a single vehicle. Come on, Fortnite, for that price, we might as well buy a real one. It's not just cosmetic people aren't happy with, but we just came from the OG season with one of the best mobility items in the game, the grappler. Somehow Epic made it even better by removing fall damage, and everyone loved it, hoping it would stick around. Not only did it get vaulted immediately, but its replacement is the grapple blade, which is basically ODM gear, but worse. That's still not as bad as Chapter 5's upgrade station problem. There's barely any of these on the island, so if you want to upgrade your gun and you'll have to trek all the way to a vault, just add a scope. Imagine you find the perfect item, but it's got a scope you hate. So, you just remove it in your inventory, right? No, it's not how it works. You have to go all the way to a station just to disable it, which players are finding annoying. But at least it's a new feature, unlike walking. After 6 years, they've finally changed the animations, and the new ones look great, but they've also ruined movement speed. This had players furious, dropping in only to find themselves walking around in the open like a snail. The entire community begged Epic to revert it, or at least increase the speed, and thankfully they listened, buffing it in the latest update. But there's one thing we all look forward to each season, it's the trailer. It basically gives us an idea of all the new gameplay, except this time we got baited. In some shots, you can get a glimpse of the upcoming vehicles, including a Lamborghini. We've had collabs in the past with Ferrari, so this looks like the next one, right? Well, kinda. We are getting them, but it is just a paid cosmetic upgrade, and the base car is still a normal Whiplash. But hey, maybe you'll like it. Don't blame me, I'm just the messenger here. Either way, you'll need it to escape from all the NPCs. Not only are there 5 bosses on the map, but they come with hundreds of henchmen. Each of them has a small army, not to mention more guards spawn when you get them low health. So, if you take out the boss, you still have to deal with a dozen of these guys after you. They've also taken over POIs without a boss, meaning you can't go anywhere in peace.
Hello everyone, today I will teach you how to find your girlfriend model using her AI in just 3 seconds. Step 1. Enter girl into the search bar. Then select the preferred model and click Run Models. After entering the prompt, click Generate will create a
Fortnite Chapter 6 opens with a rock crash landing in Reality 783. The shockwave that followed reawakens the island, and as the enemies walk out, I realize this could solve a 7-year mystery in the storyline. There are things you'll find on this island that tell us the future and will play a big role this year. But the first question I'll answer is how we got here. 45 seconds on the clock to explain. Dr. Doom took over the Chapter 5 island in search of an artifact known as Pandora's Box. Once he got his hands on it, he built special armor that could truly wield the box's power. But the Daisy Jones weren't going to let him win, so they came together in an epic battle involving Rift Beacons that would send him home. During the battle, he sent most of the Rift Beacons flying, but only one survived. People on the island realized one of these beacons wasn't broken, so they tampered with it, opening a portal to an alternate reality. This place felt very familiar, but different. Somehow it was home to rappers. Hope tried to convince her sister to move away from her past actions, and we finally learned Hope's secret. The sisters are distantly related to the Greek gods, and Hope can see the future. In the finale, Hope and June find a way off this world and onto our next venture, all revolving around this rock. Welcome to Oninoshima. This isn't the first time we've seen this place, as looking back years ago, part of it was drifted onto another island. We always wondered where this came from, except the island we're looking at now is much more feudal than the cyberpunk vibe of Megacity. But that doesn't mean we're in the past. There are still future technologies on the map. U2 robots are running wild, and oil companies like Bird are trying to take as much land as possible to expand. Now, what was once a tight-knit community has been taken by surprise, with the mysterious magic suddenly being awakened. This is all thanks to the rock that struck the island. Now, ancient evils are entering the realm with a vengeance. As for our heroes, Hope is here to protect yet another world from destruction. But she came to this island for a reason, looking for a strange and powerful artifact. And more likely than not, it's all tied to the rock and the demons that are racing her to it. If you talk to her, she reveals how obsessed she is with finding this artifact. Jones and I are searching for something in this reality. I can't say much, but it's like Pandora's box. That's as much as I can tell you, at least for now. I don't think Jones and I are the only ones looking for it. So, she's been reality hopping for a while now, and this is the first time she's brought Jones along for the ride. She points out how he's pretty casual about it, so I guess he hasn't told her who he used to work for. But that won't matter when they realize who they're going up against, and who they'll have to team up with to get things done. Kendo is a wandering Ronin with a restless spirit. He lives on the island with his siblings Daigo and Jade. These three find themselves protecting Oninoshima, and Hope is here to help. Jade describes Kendo as a warrior without a teacher, with the purest heart she knows. Apparently Jade knows more about the island than anyone, but at times she can be reckless. More importantly, she has a special connection with the sprites roaming the island, and claims that they're somehow part of the magic that has been reawakened. Then, the brother Daigo, he's the most interesting of all. He's the eldest in the family, and a mask maker. It's central to their family business, the Thousand Faces, and now their shop has its hands on some truly powerful items, Oni masks. They're brought here by demons in search of the ancient artifact. Daigo is extremely keen on using these and learning more about them, especially because the family has only been making ceremonial, non-magical ones. Despite this, his siblings are advising against it, calling him stubborn and dangerous for using the Oni's power. The history of their family shop is important. It's why they're the key to helping Hope uncover the secrets of this island. He inherited his shop from their grandfather, and once upon a time, their family used to make great magical masks of power. Except we get to learn about the history of the island itself from Daigo, as he explains his ancestors burned the secrets to crafting them. Since then, magic has been forbidden on Oninoshima. It's only now they're starting to realize they don't have a choice. A great threat is around the corner, arriving from the spirit realm and lurking in the darkness of the mountain.
It's okay.
Whispers and rumors are starting to spread across the island that an evil spirit has appeared. It's the Night Rose. She's said to torment anyone who comes near her and possesses great power. Except when we investigate, we first have to get past her guards. These spirits only attack when you're not looking, making them more terrifying than ever. But when you make it to the Night Rose's chamber, you'll learn a horrifying secret. She isn't the one in control. She's a slave to the puppeteer. Basically, it's a demon bound to another demon, forced to fight because of an ancient duty. And yet, if you simply listen to her from a distance, you'll realize she's in agonizing pain. But she's not the only demon on the map. There's a much larger presence wandering the island, and this one isn't just biding time. He's actively searching for the artifact, and his name is Shogun X. This is the military commander of the demons, and it looks like he's on an active mission to analyze the magic of this island. As he wanders, you can watch him absorb the power flowing through nature, but we'll get into what this could mean soon. Because now you've been introduced to our characters, this is where things have taken an overwhelming turn, as one of the Mass siblings are in trouble. It began with Hope, Kendo, and Jade teaming up to investigate the return of the island's magic. Kendo needed to understand why the demons are here and what they want, so they came up with a plan. Jade would play spirit charms to find out how they appeared from the realm, while we would collect the residual essence from the demon's last known locations. This is because if we could gather samples of essence from demons, we could learn more about their nature. So we quickly go from taking it from their areas to straight up killing demons for it. Delivering it to Hope, it feels like we're about to finally get some long-awaited answers to these questions. And here we find out Jade is missing. We just saw her talking about investigating the spirit realm, and now she could be trapped there. When we meet with Kendo,